Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright, so we'll be looking at inequality graph. So for inequality graph, you need to first understand your straight line graph. So you know your straight line graph. If you want to recall, I want us to go back to straight line graph. Okay, let's say you have, the question is y less than 4. So in your straight line graph, if you have y equals to 4, how do we plot it? So let's say this is your graph, and you have 0, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is your y-axis, and this is your x-axis. This is your negative x, and this is your positive negative y. So of course you have -1, -2, and -3, and so on. You have -1, -2, -3, and so on. So it now depends on the scale. If you are using your standard graph, so for this now, I can just assume that this is 1 centimeter because it's not wide enough. So if it is 2 centimeter, it will be. If you check one of my classes, I taught graph, you will see the one I explained explicitly about graph, whereby you have 2 centimeter to be 10 boxes in your graph. 10 boxes. If it is 1 centimeter, that will be 5 boxes. All right, but that's not what I'm going to. I'm just trying to check our straight line graph from here. So when we say y equals to, let's do the 2. Y equals to 4 and x equals to 4. So for y equals to 4, what you're going to do is you check your graph. Where does y fall? Y falls on this, x falls here. So y falls here. Now when we say y equals 4, you will now pick 4 where y falls. Since y falls here, so pick 4. This is your, so this one is y equals 4. X equals 4. Where does 4 fall? In your x. This is your x. So you now draw it, let it come on it. So that will be x equals 4. So this is your straight line graph. Now for this, to get this, you need to do your straight line graph also. So let's still do it here. Okay, let me do it here. Let me just do it here. Let me just do it here. So to get this, you have to just, let me clean this one out. So you have to do your straight line graph for y equals 4 first. So we have to do for y equals 4. After doing for y equals 4, then we're going to shade some parts and leave some parts. So that shaded region is, that the shading is represent your answer. I'll explain better when we do it. So y equals 4. So this is y equals 4, like I've explained before. Y equals 4. So of course you are going to have -5, -6, and -7, and so on. So when you have y equals 4 as this, you have satisfied this. So the next thing to do is now do for this. Y less than 4. Now when we say y less than 4, what are the range of numbers? When we say y is less than 4, what will now be the values of y when y is less than 4? The values will now be, if we are using whole number, the values will be 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, and so on. These are the values that are less than 4. So all these values are less than 4. How do we represent it on our graph? It means that from this place like this, they are all less than 4. Right from this place, region, down here. So it means that you shade it downwards. The region that is not, oh sorry, why is less than 4? Sorry. I'm so sorry for that. The region that we don't need, that does not require, that we don't require, that's what we are shading. Which region do we require here? We require this region. We require 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, because it is what is giving y less than 4. So y less than 4 means all the values that are less than 4. So all the values that are less than 4 are 3, 2, 1, and so on like this. So we shade the ones that are not required. So these ones are not required. So we are shading it upwards like this. Why? Because they are not required. What are the values required? 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, and so on. So these are the values required. So that's how to solve for this. Y equals 4. So you put it here, y less than 4. So likewise, if it is y less than or equal to 4, that's also the same pattern we are going to do. Just put your less than or equal to 4 and then shade it upwards. Now the second one, we have y greater than or equal to 3. So likewise, we can just do our normal graph too. 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me just stop there. 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -1, -2, and so on. So when you do y greater than or equal to 3, we are still on y. So y is this. Let's pick this. So what are the values that are greater than or equal to 3? Now, for your normal range, the values are 3. No, 3 is not there. Okay, 3 is there because it's greater than or equal to. You know, this one is less than. As when they say less than or equal to 4, 4 will be inclusive. So y is greater than or equal. So or equal means 3 is there. What are the values that are greater than 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? So they are all going upwards. So you are shading the region that is not required. So since our values are from here, so it means that this place are not required. Downwards are not required. So you can shade it or you can put dot, but just make sure that it is a broken line. That everywhere you are representing this place as they are not required. So these ones are required. So our answer is y greater than or equals to 3. So the places that are required are this, that's from 4 and 5 and so on. Why these ones are not required. So for number 3, we have x greater than minus 3. So we have entered into x now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, and so on. You have the 0 here. So x is greater than minus 3. Now remember I told you that you check for equals to first. So where is x equals minus 3? Check on your y-axis and your x-axis. Where does it fall? Now we are looking for x-axis. So this is your x-axis. Now x falls on this line here. Can I put it in the middle? X falls on this line here. It falls on this because this is x-axis. X equals minus 3. Now how do we now do our greater than or less than? X is greater than minus 3. What does that mean? All the values of x are bigger than minus 3. What are the values that are bigger than minus 3? Minus 2 is bigger than minus 3. I hope you know. Negative number is always bigger. Negative number of a lower number is always bigger than the negative number of a bigger number. So minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and so on. So the required values, the required region are this one. The one that are not required are the one that are not this. So minus 2, minus 1, and so on like this are all required. So these ones are not required. So these places are not required. So our x greater than minus 3 is this, because these places are not required. S is greater than minus 3. It means that our values from here are required. Then the fourth one is x less than or equal to minus 5. So we need plenty values for minus 5 because we are going to minus 5. Minus 5, minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 0. So for this case now, first of all, check your x equals to minus 5. So this is x equals minus 5. So x less than or equal to minus 5. What are the values that are less than or equal to minus 5? Minus 5 is equal to minus 5. So it's part of it. Then what are the values that are less than minus 5, that are not up to minus 5? Minus 6 is not up to minus 5. It's lesser than it. Minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, and so on. All these values are less than or equal to minus 5. That is, they are not up to minus 5, or they are equal to minus 5. This is equal to minus 5. This is not up to, these are not up to it. So those are the values that we require. The ones that we do not require are the ones that are bigger, like minus 4, minus 3. So we need this place, but we do not need this place. So these places are not required. So our answer will now be x less than or equals to minus 5. Our required region are this because they are less than or equal to minus 5. These regions are not required. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you know you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. God bless you in Jesus' name.